Hi guys, it's me, Teresa Perrin. I want to bring you an update regarding ticker symbol LODE, L-O-D-E. L is in Lima, O is in Oscar, D is in Delta, E is in Echo. So Friday afternoon, well, late evening actually, somewhere around 7 o'clock, I was near my computer and I suddenly started hearing tickers going off. And I was like, what? It's Friday. It's late. I was doing other things. So I went over and said, let me check this out. Like, why are they going off? And they kept calling out LODE. Now, guys, for my scanner to be calling out something at 7 o'clock at night on a Friday afternoon is just quite odd. What's even more odd is that this ticker went up 31% in the after hours, and there is no news regarding it. So it's leaving me quite a bit puzzled, but something I feel we all need to be paying attention to because somebody always knows something. So let's get into the DD that I have done so far and see what's going on here. If you could, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate that. And let's get started. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, so please always do your own DD. Okay, guys, here's where things get really interesting. So this is when it first started going off. I just took a picture, and if you notice, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 slides down, and unfortunately I've been told that my arrow is not working on this, but I'm trying to point to it. It says LODE, and when I first noticed it, it was only up to 64 cents. Now, that was a gap up, and that's why it was showing here. A percentage up since close. And as you can see, it was up 5.93%. And this is in order of stocks that were going up. Now, as a bonus, the other one that I noticed making a lot of moves was IMCC. And obviously, we're not going to get into that on this video, but that and MindMed, MNMD, are two that I want you to pay attention to and add to your watch list on Monday as well. Those are my bonuses for this video, but we're going to talk about LODE because it's gaining a lot of attention that it hasn't had. And something makes me wonder why, especially when you see that it, hasn't had any new recent news other than its recent earnings that were horrible. So anyways, this is at the end of day. Now, I want you to see something that's even stranger because, guys, it closed the day at 79 cents. And I tried to buy it. I believe it was 79. It might have been slightly under, but I put in an order to buy it at 76 cents, like way before this, and it never filled. So for some reason, I couldn't get my fill, right? And I saw it go all the way up to 82 cents, but this is where things get really strange. And I want you to be careful because I don't know if they're doing a pump and dump with this. I don't know if it's actually going to run up. I've seen a lot of things because I started getting curious and looking up what people were saying on social media. So some are saying that this ticker has a history of going up on Fridays and then dumping off on Mondays. Now, guys, it's pretty down low, which we'll get into in a few minutes with, its all-time highs, its all-time lows, all that stuff. We can talk about that in a little bit. But at end of day, it's not even on this report. Mind you, my 76-cent fill doesn't go through because I saw it continuing to run. So I said, let me see if I can start an opening position. I didn't want anything too big. Guys, I only requested 100 shares, so I didn't forget about it. That was it. I do this a lot when I see things that are running that I'm not sure why. I don't want to put too much into it, but, heck, what did I have to lose? $76? I mean, it's not. Well, it could, but it's highly unlikely it's going to go to zero, but it could actually go up. And then that triggers me, okay, buy it when it goes over support and resistance when I have time to map that out, right? But I couldn't even get it filled. And this is where it gets even more strange. Guys, this is 8 p.m. Check this out. LODE, 8 p.m., price warning, down to 60 cents. Negative 24.7% over 2 minutes. Does that make sense to you? Why would I not get filled? Now look at this where it gets even more interesting. LODE. Look at these, all of these. Negative 4.7 over, these are like in 2 minutes, like what happened that made it go onto this price warning chart on my scanner, right? 78 cents. This was at 7:58 and 38 seconds. Then it drops another 4.9%, 77 cents, 7.59, and 24 seconds. LODE up 5.1%, 82 cents at 7:59 and 28 seconds. LODE down 24.7% in 2 minutes to 60 cents, which is what it closed at that day, I believe, at 8 p.m. exactly. Guys, if it did that at 8 p.m. exactly, why didn't my 76-cent fill get put in? Which is why I'm questioning if it's a pump and dump or if this is something that's going to absolutely rocket Monday morning and they didn't want it on people's radar. Something's very strange that's up with this, and I just wanted that to be brought to your attention. Now let's look at the chart real quick before we get into the rest of this. Let me pause for a second so I can make this larger. Okay, guys, this is the 2-year chart, and as you can see, this was trading at $1 for a long time, then suddenly got a run up to $9.85, right? Currently, it closed at 60 cents. And interestingly enough, it's still showing as sell for 78, buy for 79. Now, this I took a screenshot of at 9:21 p.m., right? Does that make sense to you that it had that set and dropped to 60 cents, supposedly at 80 cents, but then these are the buy and sell orders for Monday? I mean, it's possible, but something's up. Something definitely seems off to me. Now look at, after this pump to $9.85, this fell all the way back down to below $1. And look at this move. This is the chart for the last, few days, this last past week. Now guys, it hit a low of 58 cents. It moved up to that 60-cent range where it closed on Friday, and then check out this gap up. It hit a high of 83.99. So essentially just below 84 cents it hit in the after hours from 60 cents. That is a huge move up. And I don't see on here anywhere where it's showing it fell all the way down to 60 cents. Again, so that's not making sense to me, guys. As you can see, at 4 p.m., it was building up in the after hours. Check this out. Or, just before close, I should say, rather. It was moving slightly up. See that from the 58-cent range to the 60? And then, boom, in after hours, this just rockets. There is no news. Absolutely none. I looked for hours last night trying to find something, and I can show you the latest things that I found, but let's take a look at some other things that are interesting regarding this stock. Okay, guys, Comstock, which is the LODE, the ticker LODE is Comstock Inc., just so you know. Formerly Comstock Mining Inc. is engaged in developing technologies that enable systemic decarbonization and circularity by converting supplies of waste and other underutilized natural resources into renewable fuels and electrification products that contribute to balancing global uses and emission of carbon. The company offers electrification and cellulose fuels, BioLem products. It converts wasted and unused biomass feedstock into cellulosic ethanol and drops in fuels. The company's technologies are designed to crush, separate, and condition every class of lithium-ion battery feedstock together with their host devices and other electrification materials for client flexibility. Now, guys, a lot of people have LODE listed under their lithium mining stocks. And you may have noticed over the last couple of days that some lithium mining stocks like LitM, have taken off. SLI seems to be lagging. So that's another one I'd add to your watch list because I think that has potential to make some massive moves to the upside soon too. But now, if this is a lithium company, then that might explain why people are saying, all right, this one hasn't moved yet. It's hit a bottom. It's next. That's the only thing that I can really gather from this. Now, guys, I also see that this is the 52-week low, 50-week high, and free float. Now, the free float is only 58.88 million, so it's relatively small compared to a lot of other stocks. Their 52-week low was 55 cents and a 52-week high of $3.48. It is made up of 6.58% institutions, 13.42% corporation, 11.8% insiders, and 68.2% of others. Most likely, guys, others being retail investors, right? As often penny stocks are. It does have a buy rating from the one analyst who's actually researched it and put out an analyst price target on it. And its target is $5.25. So as you can see from its current price, that's substantial gains. I mean, it's almost even if it's okay, let's say it's at 80 cents right now, right? That's over 6 to 7 times X on your money if in 1 year this goes to $5.25. That's a really huge gain. And it is given a buy rating. So I find that interesting as well as check this out. On Weeble's technical analysis, lately it's gotten, since mid-July, so over the past month, 4 buy signals and 2 sell signals. The most recent being a buy signal, right? So, it did have a daily crossover of lower moving averages crossing above higher moving averages, but it's showing that in the short and medium term, the price should go up. Long term, it's still showing the down because nothing's triggered to set it up into the uptrend yet. So that could change as it starts to move up in the short and medium term. We don't know, but it looks like it's pretty much a buy right now. Moving. So of course, me, I checked Fintel, and the short interest is only showing as 4.57%. However, even with that low of a short interest, it would take 4.54 days for shorts to cover, which I found interesting as well. Was that shorts aware of the situation, trying to cover? Is that what's going on, guys? I have no idea, but it intrigues me. Currently, the cost to borrow is only at 5.06%, and the shares available to short is 750,000. So there's substantially a lot of shorts that could come into play here. Now, the short exempt volume I also find to be very interesting, especially since it's only shorted approximately little under 5%, right? Why is it that on the dark pool, and remember, Fintel's always less than if you look at other sources, it's showing that on August 1st, it had 77.65% of its trades sent to the dark pool. That's a bit concerning to me. Why? When this stock is so cheap, do they not have the shares available? Why is everyone buying in the dark pool? Is there something going on that we don't know about? Is everyone buying it, on Webull, Robinhood, and other payment for order flow brokerages? I don't know, but this number always intrigues me. As of Friday, 56.73% of trades were done in the dark pool. And guys, the failure to delivers that are due this week were purchased July 11th for 60, were given out, I should say, not purchased, but were purchased by retail or whatever, and they weren't delivered at 62 cents, and that was 25,135 shares that'll be due come Monday morning. So it's not a huge number, especially compared to the shares available to borrow, but it's definitely something to keep on the radar. I mean, it does look like they've been having less and less failure to delivers compared to some of these other months, right? In July, it hit relatively low. I am intrigued to see, after seeing how much is in the dark pool, what comes out for the next 15 days that we should be getting on the 15th. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that, guys. But I just wanted to give you an update because I think everybody should have this, little 60 to 80 cent stock, whatever it's going to open up at on Monday morning. It could gap up. I don't know, on their radar, because it could be the next big mover, guys. Anyways, I hope you liked what you watched and come back for more. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Guys, I wanted to do a quick update since my last recording, but Comstock Inc. made significant headway. This was published on Thursday, August 11th, and I just saw this, and I wanted to add it to this video before I sent it out. It says, LODE innovates technologies that contribute to global decarbonization and circularity by efficiently converting underutilized natural resources into renewable fuels and electrification products and contribute to balancing global use and emission of carbon. The company intends to achieve exponential growth and extraordinary financial, natural, and social gains by building, owning, and operating a fleet of advanced carbon neutral extraction and refining facilities, by selling an array of complementary process solutions and related services, and by licensing selected technologies to qualified strategic partners. To learn more, please visit Comstock.inc. Mark Rickman, Senior Research Analyst, Natural Resources, Noble Capital Markets, Inc. Refer to the full report for the price target, fundamental analysis, and ratings. But guys, what's interesting about this article is, and this came from Channel Check, the small and micro cap data place. I don't know anything about this. I found this through surfing the web, guys. And to get the full tech thing, you need to pay for some service or whatever. I don't know. And I'm not interested in it enough to do that. So I just wanted to bring this to you. But there is a patent filing that intrigues me. And I wonder if this is what is bringing this buying into the stock. It says patent filing. Comstock recently filed for a new patent covering breakthrough to produce renewable diesel, marine fuel, sustainable aviation fuel, and gasoline from woody biomass with improved yield, efficiency, and cost compared to other methods. The patent filing represents an expansion of its intellectual property and cellulosic technology portfolio, with proprietary technology advancements enabling a new sustainable feedstock capable of significantly lowering U.S. transportation emissions. So guys, it's definitely worth keeping on your radar. Again, this is the only thing that I can find that's anything. Like I said, there's no, recent anything other than their earnings, which, to be honest, were not that great. But I mean, obviously, if they're trying to expand their business, you wouldn't expect them to be great. So I don't know, but definitely it will be on my radar for Monday, and I hope all of you add it to your watch list. Again, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching.